So another aspect of patient referral is the reverse. When we get patient referral from other people, how should we handle that? So first point I would imagine is common sense is to have kind of a gratitude for the doctor who has referred and not to talk inferiorly about that referring doctor in front of the patient. So that is kind of a common sense. And what are the things to consider when the patient is referred? I mean, should we write him the letter once after we see the patient to inform what has happened, and should how the follow up should be maintained, and etc. Sir.
If a patient has been referred to us in a systematic manner just through a letter or something like that along with the patient, then it is literally a courtesy of the treating physician. Once he has diagnosed and he has taken care of the case and he has made a detailed notes of it, it is expected out of him that he should convey that the person, the doctor one who has referred to us, he should be conveyed and he should be informed about the condition of the patient, what is the diagnosis and what are the investigations done, what is the treatment protocol has been initiated, and thanks for the referring the patient in the right direction in the right time and all these things, and convey him that please do in touch with that, and if any information is, feel free to ask. We'll be sharing the patient related details to you. So that type of communication back to the person who has referred is always expected out of a thing. But many a times we can straight away in a very close contact, if somebody sends with a letter, then we'll send a WhatsApp chat. Thanks for the referral. This patient is being handled in a systematic manner, and this is the condition, and we are treated with on these lines. So that will, and he is doing good. So such type of information will be usually passed on to the person one who has referred back. Definitely such type of referrals, if it is there, then formal referrals, for that we need to at least have some thanking letter or some thanking note or something like that, what is happening actually exactly, that has to be conveyed to the person who has referred.
It is probably a dream of many Ayurveda practitioners to get a lot of referrals, and to not only so that they know that they have value in their fellow community of Ayurveda doctors and allopathic total medical community. So what is the secrets, sir? I mean, you also get referrals from even allopathic doctors also. I know that personally. So what is the secret?
For that, your hair should become gray first. So it should take certain time. So once you are in the field and you are giving out the result and continuously you are giving out success stories, and you have taught to the students and you have given information how the things are and how the patient when he came and what are things you have done and how the outcome is, that if you are disclosing those things through your website or through your close friend circle or WhatsApp groups or even Facebook Live or Facebook groups or something like that, definitely it will going to help to increase your referral things. When it comes to the skills of doing like some surgeries or some type of excisions and all those things, or some cosmetic things like that, in case of a person one who has done Shalya MD or MS. So such type of things, usually you need to, you don't need to have gray hair. You need to have just a skill. A young chap can also be a very superior or good quality surgeon. Then he can do all sort of dhanvantri karma, whatever the things. Tatra vidya dhanvantriya kriya vido, that can be done by a person one who has definitely has the skills of how to handle the things in a surgical manner. So we need to understand these two things. First thing is, to all these things, what it is require is basically our theory as well as practical related information to the entire subject should be made strong, and that the information of theory and practicality, it must be made strong only by repeated readings. Then Tadvidya Sambhasha, continued medical education, repeated readings, consulting the books, and consulting the seniors, getting the information, rebrushing our knowledge repeatedly, how old you may be, But once again, reading the book repeatedly now and then, rebrushing yourself is a very, very important task that has to be done. Particularly for a doctor or a Vaidya, he should be having the information very much updated to the date. So it should be made Kalanurupi, Yuganurupi.
Yes, sir. And yeah, I mean, for the surgeon, we would prefer not to have too many gray hairs, otherwise the hands would be shaking. And regarding the reading, I also noticed that just ahead of this session being started, you also like referring and reading, and I mean, you are kind of a live example for that. And also, when I am kind of in my personally speaking, when I am reading some new book or some new things or participating and watching other senior people's experiences in WhatsApp and whatnot, I feel a lot better and sharp on those days rather than the other days in which I personally am reading. So, Satata Dhyayana and continuous reading is so much very important virtue for any Ayurveda doctor.